Well, look, you see it, right? Yeah. That's why they fight for the playoffs.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They start the drive with Cook. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It does take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Very nice catch there by Justin Jefferson, one of the best receivers in the game. After just 2 seasons in the league, as a rookie, 2nd-team All-Pro, and in his 2nd year, was 2nd in the league in yardage. This guy continues to grow and get better with every game.
Being chased out left. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're down in lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Off the play fake, Cousins under pressure, and he will go down. The 38. That's sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
It's been quite the impressive career resurgence for Hassan Reddick. Focusing now more on rushing the passer, the linebacker has 23.5 sacks in his last 2 seasons.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Vikings and Eagles, the 2nd and 2 on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. This our only Monday night doubleheader of the season, but rumor is might have a few more for 2023.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple.
Dang!
A few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't see more
Bro, man, no, bro.
They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Hurts. He's got Watkins on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. They go play action with Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. It's caught at the 10.
What kind of play call is that?
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown score, yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. They just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Now, the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago.
Partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down. On play action, Cousins. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Play fake. Cousins. Hawkinson crossing the middle and bringing it in.
They fucked my shit up too, but I ain't changing it no more.
So get the ball down to the Eagles 33. They got 18 yards out of that.
No, I got to base shit.
Set of downs.
No, I got Kuzma base.
Nice
Kuzma.
answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Cousins throw complete to Rager. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Rager, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now it's going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try to do it again.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
I probably was still switching apps when you think that. I'm the hook.
Going again.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Cousins. That ball nearly intercepted. Quick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Pulled in at the 24. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders taken down at the 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
More so Romeo.
Second down, back to Sanders. They'll get about 4 here.
I don't know. They're going back and forth. They're going back and forth.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
I guess something triggered Romeo last week when that dude Twitch died from that Ellen DeGeneres show or whatever. When he died last week, Master P put a post out, saying RIP to him, and then Romeo came out saying, basically saying that he not there for his own son, that he wasn't talking about mental health, this and mental health, that. Well, Master P just put something out basically saying Romeo is spoiled, and it's pretty much about money for Romeo.
Wide to the right, and this will stay a 4-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver,
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Vikings have regained the lead.
Oh, shit. Bo, you here? You woke? Fuck. Depends. We gotta see how it go.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
I got a 6'11" interior finish at the 3.